So apparently we are now live. Good job. Great success.
Okay. I guess we're live.
Okay, I think actually we might be on mine as well.
You think we are? Let's see.
Nope. Not on mine. Fucking.
Oh yeah, YouTube says
We
we're live.
are. It said we
All
were.
right. Hello.
Oh, hello, everyone. We're just trying to figure all this out. We
Yes.
are not as smart as we look sometimes.
Oh yeah, we're live on Facebook too.
That's good. That's good.
It's doing. Oh no, it does the freaking captions.
What?
That's amazing. It's Facebook adds captions to it, so it's gonna, capture all of our profanity.
Oh, good. That sounds great.
Got it. All right. Anyway, so yeah, I guess we're live streaming. So rock on.
Awesome. Perfect.
And if anybody's watching, then they'll know that
They're not watching yet, I don't think.
No. Well, we'll see. We're on like 4 or 5 different platforms right now, so somebody's gonna.
Oh man, that's scary, bro.
I want to see if this program will tell us if people are watching.
I know I look weird. I'm just trying to do something. Why? Okay. I think we should stop fucking with things and talk.
Yeah, we probably should talk, huh?
Yeah, I'm so close to figuring out what I've been trying to figure out, but yeah.
Right on. All right. Well, in any case, we are live now, so we probably should actually acknowledge that and pay attention to the fact.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, yeah, we're on there too.
Awesome.
Analytics live, fair, frames per second. Let's see if this is going to tell us if people are on. Real life analytics are not currently. We would like to latest stream. Please refresh the page. Okay.
All right.
What I'd like to see is if anybody's watching. I can't really. It's not really telling me that yet. Oh, followers, viewers. Here we go. Well, we'll find out. I don't think we have any viewers yet. I can't really tell.
We probably don't want that right
now. Okay.
Well,
we haven't said anything interesting yet, so
All
right.
We might actually go live on mine as well.
Oh yeah.
I think I figured it out. Wait, did I already push it? Am I? No. Okay. That's fine. Don't worry, it's going to be great. And this is going to be hilarious because it's being recorded, but whatever.
Right. It's already hilarious. We're already here. So
no, I know. I mean, it is being recorded.
Right.
Okay. Anyways, to whomever is watching, thank you for joining us on our journey of fuckery to figure out how to run numerous live streams at the same time.
Hey, can you hear me, by the way? I just switched mics.
Absolutely.
It should sound better now.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So anyway, yes. So if anybody's watching, and I have no idea if I haven't figured out how to tell if people are watching or not, but if they are or not, what we're doing, this is the House of Static. I'm Bob. That's Kilo. And we have a little podcast on, various platforms. And we're actually on a break right now. We just finished season 1. And we're messing around with some technology for doing some live streaming for season 2. So this is a test.
Bro.
What's that?
You never take breaks.
Oh, well, there you go. Never not working, right?
Exactly.
But we are anyway, so this is a test of some new technology. So if anybody's paying any attention or watching it, I don't know, I apologize. But
it's a test of your emergency Zoom meeting settings or something. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna stop fucking around. I was trying to get it on my YouTube. On my Facebook, but that did not work. So now we're not. Anyways,
okay.
Welcome to the impromptu House of Static that we decided to do because we're crazy and we don't like taking breaks, even though we said we were going to take a break. So
yes, indeed. Yeah, the thing next is to figure out, like I said, if I wonder if this program will like let us chat with people and stuff. Because so as I said, we're testing out some new technology, and I'm using this app that allows us to stream live to 5 different platforms. So right now we're supposed to be live on LinkedIn, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. So
I'm just gonna go live on my Facebook without screen sharing and tell people to come watch it on yours. That'll work.
That's cool.
I mean, that's
Right.
fun.
Yeah.
Better than nothing. Anyways, so I guess we should like talk about fun things, like
Yes.
the new artists that we've been working with and the
Mhm.
fun things we've been doing.
Absolutely. So if anybody has watched the first season of our podcast, you know that Kilo and I we have a podcast. We also make music together, and we're doing a lot of things. And one of the things we're doing is we started a little indie label to put out some kind of alternate tracks that we're working out with other people and things. And we've got 2 artists that we have now signed to our label that we're going to be releasing stuff with.
2 very different artists, but
very different. Yes, that's for sure. So we've got Christian Cole, who is a singer and a rapper and very talented young man.
Oh yeah, very good.
Yeah, and we'll be releasing his debut single, Blueface, in about a month. We got to pick the exact date.
Did we not already do that?
Yeah. Let's see. I'll tell you what the release date is. We don't have to wait. We can do it right now. So let's see. Release dates.
Yeah.
Organization right here.
Right.
All right. Well, let's see. I sent you. There you go. I sent you the email, and the release date for Blueface, Christian Cole's debut single, is July 15th.
Perfect. And it's coming out with a video, by the way, done by
That's
our in-house videographer, and it's amazing. He actually
Joel Nix of Nix Film. So
he did my music video that has yet to come out.
That's right.
He did my music video, and he's done a lot of stuff actually. But he's a good friend of mine. He's been on our podcast actually numerous times. He's popped up in the background.
He has. That's true.
Like randomly.
So yeah. So we got the question though is, what are we going to do about my hair?
I don't know, man.
My hair is not right.
I don't think I can fix it from here. If I could, I would, but
I think it's gotten bigger since I turned the video on. I think it's just growing.
I think your head has gotten bigger, and that's
well, that's not the first time I've heard that.
If your head is getting bigger, your hair looks like it's getting bigger. No, dude, you got dope hair. Don't worry. At least you don't have what's happening on my head. Luckily, I look good in hats, because if I did not look good in hats, it would not be fun.
Right on. All right. So Christian Cole, Blueface, coming out July 15th. I'm getting a drink of water. And our other artist that we'll be working with, that we are currently working with, is very different and much more mysterious.
He didn't even have an Instagram when we met him, but he's working hard on that right now. So
yeah, well, it's already an
go
interesting.
Follow him on Instagram if you're watching. Just go.
Well, his name. We got to tell his name.
Go ahead.
King Matte Black, and Matt is Matte, like the color matte black, and King Matte Black.
Super cool, like kind of lo-fi, kind of like experimental music, I guess you would say.
Yeah, like, it's instrumental, beat maker, lo-fi composer.
We've been working with him on his music, so the first 2 songs coming out with we're actually on the song. Like the second song that comes out, I think you did it on the first song too. Didn't you play guitar on the first song as well?
I did, yeah. Yep.
So Bob is playing guitar on the first one and the second one, and then I kind of mixed and mastered the shit and like put the lo-fi effects on it and stuff. So
King plays a bunch of instruments too. He just likes the way we do our thing, and he wanted me to play guitar on there, and when Kilo's mixing everything for the label.
I guess we should tell him how we met him, because he hit Bob up because of his blog. So he was like, "Oh yeah, you make music. I like your music. Blah 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 blah." And then we were like, well, we have a label. And then we were like, let's just do songs together. And he has a song coming out on the 24th.
That's right. Yeah, I didn't actually write about him on the blog though. He just contacted me, randomly. It was a very strange encounter, honestly. So
we still don't know what this person looks like or anything because he doesn't have, so it could be one of you trolling us for all. Like it could be a friend of ours just acting like they're this random person because he didn't have an Instagram or a Facebook or anything. He was just like, I make music. Here you go. Like, I like to do music. Like, I think, didn't he ask you to write about him? And then you were like, why don't we work on stuff or something like that? I don't know.
Well, he contacted me, wanted me to hear the music. He didn't actually want to be written about because he's like a strange, anonymous, character. So, but he wanted to make it, he wanted us to hear it. And then I wanted me to hear it. And I did. Shared it with Kilo. And then we just started working on it because the guy is brilliant. I mean, obviously a little odd, but very talented.
I will figure out who it is. I'm smart.
So anyway, so King Matt Black has we've got 2 songs going so far with him. One is scheduled for release. His debut single will come out on the House of Static Records. Candles on June 24th.
Isn't that the second song that came out on our label?
Yeah, well, technically, right. We've already released one, which is the
Oh no, don't tell the release date, but the second song that's coming out on our label is one of my songs.
That'll be the third. What I'm saying is we've already released one.
Right, we've released one. So
Love for Liberty, which was a collaboration between the 2 of us.
Right.
And then and the next one will be a Kilo song, Ghost of Kiev, on June 19th.
Oh man, it was supposed to be a surprise.
Oh,
you ruined the surprise. You ruined the surprise for my dad for Father's Day.
Well, you see, you just elaborated.
I had to. Let the ghost out of the bag.
Let the ghost out of the bag.
Exactly.
All right. Well, so that's June. So the first release for the label, first release was Love for Liberty, which came out a couple weeks ago, and that's a collaboration between Kilo and I. And obviously part of the larger project, the album, the Glory to Ukraine album that Kilo is putting together, and I'm very happy to be a part of that. Very happy to be a part of it.
It's called War of Choice.
War of Choice. I apologize.
The first song on the album was called Glory to Ukraine, and that was such an amazing process of getting that song done. It took my dad helping, Bob helping, this guy from Ukraine that translated it, because it was a huge undertaking for me because I didn't really ever deal with the feeling to come when you see people getting murdered for no reason in a war. So we all had to collaborate together to get this song out right away. I just wanted to put something out to support it. So that was the first song. So that's why Bob always says the album's called Glory to Ukraine. So much work that's just what happened. Yeah,
I mean, the truth is I don't think it was ever intended to be an album. It was just that was that song, and then unfortunately the war is continuing and developing and changing, and the songs have continued to come. So Kilo is we are going to continue making this album until the war is over, I think is really the plan.
Absolutely. And the last song we're going to write is going to be called Peace, and we're going to write that whenever this shit fuckery stops.
That's correct. Exactly.
I mean, pardon my language, but I don't think there's any better way to explain something like this.
I don't think you have to pardon any language for your description of war, let me tell you.
Right. I could say more choice words, and I'm just choosing not to.
Yeah, we've potentially got a bigger audience than usual right now, so it will.
But no. So the first one was called Glory to Ukraine. Then we did Love for Liberty, which was a really cool experience because we put a bunch of guitar into like an EDM track, like heavy, I don't know, hard style-ish.
Yeah.
But heavier than hard style, but I don't know what to call it. And that just came out on Friday, last Friday.
Good.
So that's out now. And then we have one that's another single of mine called The Ghost of Kiev, which I'm excited about because that's actually the second song I wrote for this album. And then we have what we were just trying to talk about, which is King Matt Black, which is a very interesting name. He was very stuck on that name, and so we went with it. I mean, I think it's cool.
I don't even know if it's his real name. I assume.
I know, right? I'm like, I asked him, I was like, is your name Matt? And he did not ever respond to that, by the way.
Right.
He didn't even say anything back to that. He just continued the conversation about other things.
Right. I just went and looked to see if we are live on YouTube. I wanted to see if we had, I forgot where the dashboard is, because you could see people chatting and stuff.
But what's cool is he does live in LA, so potentially I can meet him eventually, have him on the podcast.
Right on.
If it is a he, we don't really know if it's a he or not.
We don't know anything. Oh, let's see. Oh, your buddy is on YouTube and said hello.
Oh, why can't I see it? I'm gonna just go.
Well, you got to go to YouTube. You got to go to YouTube.
Don't worry. We got it. What's up, Daniel?
Right on. So that's the scoop. We've got the we've got our own music coming out too, and on other because I as anyone that maybe follows my music might know, I have a record contract with a label with FBP Music Group, and that's where I release the Static Dives music out of there, and I've got a new song coming out with them as well, which will be July 1st. My song Handle on the Sum. I'm very excited about that. It's a big hit.
Dude, that song was really fun because Bob did it how many years ago?
Handle on the Sum is a cool tune. Yeah, I wrote it originally in 1993 because I'm 961 years old. And so in 1993, when I was 23 years old, I wrote this song, Handle on the Sum, which is a little 3-chord song at the time was about my sort of just angst of this, whatever relationship I had, with my girlfriend at the time. Yeah, it didn't work out. But the song stuck around, and then, it only had one verse, and it's just this 3-chord song with one verse, but it's real catchy, and I always loved it. I play it live, but I always kind of stop because I don't have any more verses, So this year, 29 years later, I was driving along, and I just popped into my head, and I decided I'm going to finish writing that song. So while I was driving I had an hour commute. I was driving home on the highway and just kind of wrote, and this Kilo knows how I write everything, whether I'm writing lyrics or anything. I just grab my phone and put on memo and just blah, 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 and it's all insane, Right. So that's how I wrote the lyrics for the second verse. The new verse is I'm just dreaming, blah, 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 and then stop and turn, driving, So anyway, after that was done, and then it sat around for a few months and I didn't do anything. And then I found I was going through those old phone recordings because I do that all the time. And I was doing it for Kilo actually, because he wanted to hear some of my song ideas. Mm-hmm. So I put them all up on a playlist, and I found that, and I was like, holy shit, I forgot about that. So, I wrote it down and recorded it, and now it's it
was interesting because I was working on it on your birthday, remember, trying to master it and fix it, get it clean and stuff. And then what's cool about that song is he had this really cool lead in the background, in the very fucking background. Yeah. That it wasn't a prominent part of the song at all, but it was a little keyboard part. Some nice chords on I think it sounds like a horn, like a vintage synthesizer horn. And I heard it, and it reminded me of Ghostbusters. I was like, damn. So I brought that out by duplicating it, panning them to the side, and making it louder. So that I did that so it would be louder, but it wouldn't take up a fuck ton of space in the middle of the mix, it perceived loudness. So I brought that in, and it just made the song completely different. Bob didn't even recognize that as a main element of the song, but I mean, it just makes the song, in my opinion.
Right. When I record, I've always done this. When I was working solo or when I'm working with Kilo, I'll record say I've got my main, the kind of central, tracks, your basic tracks, your bass, drums, keys, guitar, you know what I mean? The rhythm stuff, get that down, get the vocals down. And then I just start recording crazy shit. You know what I mean? So I'll just do like, I'll do a couple lead guitars and I'll just do some keyboards and just kind of jam a little bit and just kind of make noise and stuff and just kind of come up with loose ideas. And I send him a kilo, just say, you know, do whatever you want with this. And that's always the stuff that like makes the song. He finds the one piece that's like, you know, you got to copy, paste that, loop it, reverse it, whatever, and it becomes the hook. And that's the case here, is that you didn't have to flip it around. You just turned it up, right?
Well, because it was just way in the background. With that one, though, it's very interesting because we mixed it super fucking clean. Like we had almost no reverb on anything. Very, very, very dry signals that just, it's because it had to sound like it was from the 80s, you know, like in that kind of music, you put reverb on like one element or two elements. In my opinion, Bob would know more about that, but I think we did a good job of like.
Oh yeah, no, I think it was great. It's a great mix. It's really special to me. It's a really important song to me. I had a gig last night, and my brother was there. My brother showed, you know, it was a gig here in my hometown, and my brother's 5 years younger than me, so he's you know, and we have a lot of the same friends, so he shows up a lot of my gigs. Anyway, so he was there, and Handle in the Sun is one of his favorite songs. So he was like, "Hey, play Handle in the Sun." I was like, "Oh, actually, I finally, yeah." He's like, "Did you ever finish that?" And I was like, "As a matter of fact, I did, and it's coming out next month."
Right.
So I messed the new verse up a little bit last night, but I did actually sing it. So it was the first time I ever played the new version of the song live. It was pretty.
Did you ever tell people when it's coming out? What date?
I think so. July 1st is going to be the date.
Okay.
So
very cool.
And that one is on, like I said, on FBP Music Group, which is which is the label that the Static Dive is as an artist assigned to.
Right. Because I mean, I guess we should tell the people why we started our label. I know most people probably already know this, but
right. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
We started it because we started writing that album we were talking about for Ukraine. And we realized that, I mean, because I want to do my part and help as much as I can, that we wanted to give all the profits of these songs, which might be a bunch of songs, hopefully it's not very many, you know, but to Ukraine. So what we realized is we needed to start our own label so that then we could
we could control where the money was going. Right. Exactly.
Right. So we did that, but Bob still has that record deal with the other label that we.
And I'm still do, because like I said, that's for the Static Dive.
Right.
Technically, the Static Dive is not signed to House of Static Records. That's
right. Yeah. I think we're still gonna do like Low Tide Funk. If anyone's heard us talk about that song, it's gonna be on our label, right? Like mostly the stuff that
there's like collaborations between the two of us and that kind of thing. Yeah. But my solo stuff, that's just the Static Dive. That'll all go out on the German label.
And my solo stuff is all about Ukraine right now, so it's going to go out on our label.
That's right. Yeah, right. Exactly.
That's how that goes. So,
but anyway, so it's going to be fun. We've got a lot of really cool projects coming up, and then of course season 2 of this, right? Because I mean, technically, as I said, we're on a break. We don't really do the podcast right now. We're just streaming to test things out and talk to each other.
Have fun.
Yeah, right. Just have a little bit of fun. We were just like, I said that to Kilo. I was like, let's try some live streaming just for fun and see what happens. So that's what we're doing.
But, absolutely. It's great.
And next season, when do we want to start next season of the show, Kilo? When does that happen?
I think we said next week, but I mean, we can.
Okay.
It's up to you.
So, what's today? Monday or so?
Yeah.
Either this, when we say this week, do we mean this coming Friday or the week from Friday?
Yes. It's up to you.
I said this or that. You said yes.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a week from Friday. We'll go live with the new ones, because there are some things I still want to do. We don't know what we're doing we just started doing this streaming stuff and YouTube stuff. And so I'm kind of learning how to promote it, and how to get, how to configure your channel the right way so people like actually find it, which we definitely haven't done yet. But I want to do a little more of that over the next week.
Yeah, for sure. So let's say 2 weeks. Like meaning not this Friday, but next Friday.
Right, exactly. A week from Friday, we'll go live with the new episodes. We've got we got 2 or 3 episodes already recorded.
Yeah.
So, and we're going to do more of this. We're going to do a lot more.
It's 3 artists, but the first 2 is going to be 2 episodes.
Right.
So we already have a bunch of next season recorded because we were trying to make it shorter videos for you guys and shorter podcasts, but that all the way backfired. So not shorter at all, actually twice as long. So
exactly. That really is true too. That's funny.
But you should definitely follow us or subscribe to us on YouTube. We do have fun. And if you're into art and stuff, it might give you some inspiration. You know, we talked to some really cool artists, actually, like his cousin, the bass player from Johnny Depp's band. That was really fun. I mean, my voice is going out today. We actually have had people on there that like make movies, and we even had someone who retired from music on there to talk about like that aspect of music and like what you do after music. So it's more of an art podcast than music, in my opinion. It's just talking about art and life and showing you the people that are artists that do this all the time. Like they're real people with real problems, real life experiences. They're not some like crazy thing that's like doesn't experience what you guys are experiencing right now.
Right. That's exactly it. Yeah. I mean, it's a music podcast in the sense that we're talking to musicians, but we're talking to human beings about just being alive, really. I mean,
exactly. It's good to see that people that do stuff outside of the norm that you might look up to sometimes, like have normal lives and do normal things, have normal problems or not problems, and see how they've dealt with problems that you may be going through right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you don't know.
They don't have normal hair, though.
Well, dude, I was looking at this hair. What's going on here? Look, I got like...
nobody wants to look at that. Nobody.
I know. I don't want to look at it, but I also don't want to wear a shirt because it's hot.
There you go.
Because I'm in California.
There you go. Yes, that's the thing. Akil is in California. I'm in New York, and that's sort of the thing with the whole thing, right? Is that we're bi-coastal, we're intercontinental, or
and then we also have a song that we're finishing up right now called "The Paradox of Death." That song's fucking phenomenal. And then we also have another war song which I think is coming out on my birthday called Among the Pines.
Among the Pines.
That song, I'm smiling, but you won't be smiling when you listen to it.
It's not a happy song.
I don't know why I'm smiling, bro. It's not a smiley song. It doesn't even sound like it is. It's mean. Like in the drop, it sounds, it's not ear grating because I mastered it well, but it's like grating on the senses because there's things panning to both sides randomly, and like it just makes you feel uncomfortable. But war makes you feel uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable and I'm not even there.
Exactly.
So I mean, you know, and if you want to watch me cry, just watch our most popular episode where I cry.
That was really true. The most popular one is the one where you're crying.
If you wonder why I wear sunglasses, it's because I'm an emotional person.
You cry all the time, actually. But
yeah, it's okay. And sometimes it's good. I cry for good things too.
There you go. Right on.
I mean, I don't think that's a problem.
Not at all. And then the funny thing is, you mentioned the songs that the songs we have coming out, and you know, Among the Pines. The title sounds like a nice song. Sounds like a pretty song. It's not. It's a very disturbing song. No, it's horrible. I mean, intentionally so. It's a song about war.
It has to be.
Exactly.
It has to come out.
And then Paradox of Death sounds like it would be a very disturbing song. And it's not. It's very pretty. It's a beautiful song.
It's a very interesting experience of writing that. And if you want to hear how we wrote that, go back and watch the end. Wasn't it at the end of season 1 that we talked about?
Probably, yeah.
Probably. If it's not that one, you can listen to the 1,000,000 hours of us gabbing about random shit. If you have a problem sleeping, just watch us at night and rambling about life, and then you'll go right to sleep.
Right on.
Okay, that's what I do. That's how I fall asleep. But no, yeah, so we got some cool artists. We're also doing a cover song of Wake Me Up with Christian Cole that
Wake
is
Me Up, the Avicii massive hit,
which
right?
is amazing. We flipped the lyrics and made the lyrics kind of about war and about this war or any war, I guess. But so that song is going to be coming out in August.
I mean, really, you could just kind of say that the modifications, the lyrics are really just it's almost like updating the song to our sort of, the reality of our, the 2020s and all the horrible things that are going on in the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it's getting to be too much to keep track of. So the song is sort of a reaction to that, and a little hope for the future.
There's always hope for the future, Bob.
Well, let's hope there is hope.
Let's hope there is a future.
Yeah, amen.
If people get too mad, there won't be a future anymore for anyone.
There you go. Well,
So
we're gonna do our best to.
I don't think I'll be able to end the album if that happens.
No, I guess not.
I don't think that there will be an album ending called like Road Warrior Part 2.
No. But
I'm ready though, dude. I'm ready. I'll go Road Warrior status. My band's already out. I will fucking run the street, dude.
I could see you. I could see you in that.
Yeah.
Not me.
I
got
got the hair for it and everything. I look like I am on that movie right now. If I take my hat off.
I'm I'm ready to go live in a field with daisies. I just want to live a little peaceful, happy, hippie life, and I don't want to be a road warrior, and I don't want any bombs or guns or anything else. I just want to chill out, man.
Dude, the field with daisies lives in your brain, bro.
It certainly does. That is what's up there. Yeah. There's not much else up there,
but also hell lives up there too. So I mean, if you want to get philosophical, anybody's reality lives up there, not out here.
There you go. Right on. Well, I do like to get philosophical.
I do like to. And I'm starting to open up to our audience philosophically. I always kind of just go away from that topic, but I've been doing it more and more with Bob. What is happening with Bob? What happened?
I eat pistachios the whole time. I eat pistachios all the time. All the time. I'm eating pistachios my whole life. If I'm awake, I'm probably eating pistachios because I'm insane.
Awesome.
So
that's good.
I got a little technique here.
All the time.
No, so I don't know if you eat pistachios often, but they come like this. There's and they're in a little shell. So you pop it open, then you got a pistachio in a half shell. And I usually do that. I'll throw it in my mouth.
But that time you threw the whole thing in your mouth.
It's stuck in the shell, so I kept going like this.
Yes, I noticed. I was talking philosophy. You were giving me a weird motion that you don't want to talk about.
A little twitch.
I was okay, Bob's okay.
No, I'll be all right. Yeah,
we just talk about shit like this all the time on the phone anyway. So we were like, why don't we just live stream it tonight and just talk about it with nobody watching?
Yeah. So, and again, and a big part of it was, like I said, testing this technology out, which I think is working. I mean, if it is, then we're live on 5 different sites right now. So it's kind of groovy.
Yeah.
The only, there, and within that, it's Restream is the name of the company that I'm using, that we're trying out here. And I found a chat in there so we can actually chat with people, at least on YouTube. I can see a chat. I don't know.
Are people even watching on YouTube?
That I can't tell yet. I haven't figured out how to tell that. I know somebody's watching on YouTube because they're talking to us, but I don't know about the other ones. I can't. I lost my stats here. I don't know where they went, but we'll figure it out, man.
Yeah, we're gonna figure all the time. Everybody has to learn shit when they're starting stuff out, bro.
Yeah, well, this, like I said, this was the test, man. This is the test. And I think it's pretty cool. Okay, here we're
of the emergency podcast system. That's what I meant to say earlier.
Okay, well, we do have we got a few people watching. Not a lot. Let's see. We got some folks watching on YouTube. Got and somebody on Facebook watching.
That's me. That's me.
Oh, that's you.
I am the person on the Facebook.
All right. Well, we got some people on YouTube for sure. Anyway,
that's good.
Yeah,
that's good. Just listening to us ramble about music and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
If anyone has music questions that's watching on YouTube, that's not me watching on Facebook, ask us, because combined we may know the answer or not.
Yeah. Well, when we do this for real, right? And when we have like season 2 and we plan to like live stream some episodes, we'll have it scheduled and announced and shit.
Right.
We're just kind of being silly right now, but we'll actually.
Oh, for sure.
So
for sure. And just testing stuff out.
Right on, man. All right. Well, I think we should probably want to read.
Okay, what I was thinking was, since we end it with questions usually, why don't we have a random person in the YouTube chat ask a question and we'll both answer it? And we'll be like, good night.
Okay.
If there is someone on YouTube that wants to ask a random ask question, we can answer it. I can't see our YouTube, so.
All right, let's see. Well, you could go. Yeah, let's see. Chat. All right, I'm going to the chat here.
Yeah.
Oh, this is stats. See, I got to figure out how to use it.
No, yeah, that's what we're doing.
All right, we'll go back to YouTube. It'll be on YouTube, I'm sure. Come on, where was that?
I don't know, man. Oh,
here we go. Okay, live stream.
I also can't log. Who does not know that?
Yeah,
I also don't own shirts. If anyone wants to send me a shirt, I might wear it. I don't own them. I don't know where do you buy shirts. So California just doesn't have shirts for men, so I decided I wouldn't wear a shirt.
I don't understand how I lost it. I was there.
Oh no, I'll find it. Don't worry.
No, well, I'm on the restream thing. I got it. I'm back.
Oh, okay.
I'm not back. I'm almost back.
I'll check.
There we go. Now I'm back. Okay. So chat.
I see the chat. Nobody has a question for us. Am I the only?
Well, we had some folks there before. Now the chat conversation is gone for some reason.
That's fine. Don't worry about it, Bob. We'll come up with a random ass question for each other, and then we'll leave.
And then we'll figure out how to do this, because I don't have it.
We may test this out a few more times before the next season comes out, just so you know, guys.
I think it lost because I had somebody in chat, and they're probably asking questions now, and now I can't.
I'm looking at the chat, and it doesn't say anything. It says that people are watching, but nobody said it. Yeah, the chat seems frozen.
Well, in any case.
Anyway.
Well, before we go, we should reiterate those release dates that we were talking about, because I think that that's important. So, where'd they go? I'll do this. All right. So the next song that our little, collective here is putting out, it's on June 19th. Kilo, Ghost of Kiev.
And go listen to our new song that just came out.
Yes, and go listen
on everything except for Amazon Music for some weird reason. Maybe they don't like Biden. I don't know.
Maybe, yeah. But it's got you can find it on either the Kilo House profiles or the Static Dive profiles, or it's a collaboration of two of us, so we've got it all over the place. It's called Love for Liberty, and it came out last Friday. It's pretty awesome.
It's a very good
hard, heavy, badass metal EDM killer stuff with that guy making beats and me rocking out some guitar. So good stuff.
And Biden.
They're right on. And then June 24th, Candles Under Streetlights by
That's King a cool name, by the way. Do you want to should we talk about how he came up with that name?
Yeah, go for it.
What did we call it? We called it something before that, when we were just passing the files back and forth. And at one time, what was that?
Well, let's see. No, okay, I don't want to confuse it with the other one. I don't remember what we call it. We had it, because when we're working on songs, lots of times they change names because we do a lot of instrumentals. So we send instrumentals back and forth, and Kilo likes to give it a different title every time he sends me an email. So, the songs have a lot of different titles.
And eventually, King Matt Black kept sending it as the same name over and over again.
That's right.
Changing the fucking name that I had, the random ass name, and just sending it as Candles Under Streetlights.
That's right. Yeah.
So,
and then he explained it to you, right?
Right. No. So what that actually means is yes, it sounds beautiful and wonderful, like a good thing, but Candles Under Streetlights, I guess, is associated with like doing a prayer ritual for someone who died, like a loved one that got shot or like ran their car into a pole or, whatever. I mean, like my friend who died, who got hit by a car on
But
purpose.
it's like basically a roadside vigil is what you're talking about.
Roadside vigil, right.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, so that's what that song means, which it doesn't necessarily sound exactly like that because it's more lo-fi shit, but it's still good. It's a
awesome.
great fucking name for that song. Once you hear it, you'll be like, yes.
Really beautiful stuff. Really beautiful.
Yeah.
So that's
And
June 24th.
Look up him on Instagram. I don't know if he has any other socials right now. He might. But and then Christian Cole on Instagram. I think he's on Facebook.
Right.
He's going to be doing a lot of the artists that we're doing stuff with. We're going to be doing numerous projects. So it's not just like they get one song and they're gone. Like we're going to do numerous songs with them. So,
exactly. Exactly. So there you go. So so the other list. So
and if you want to write songs with us and have a song on our label, just hit us up, email us, go either one of our websites will have a contact, any three of our websites.
Right. Yeah. So you go to staticdive.com, kilo-house.com, or thehouseofstatic.com. Those are the websites. The houseofstatic.com right now, the website just will take you to our podcast, the homepage for the podcast.
Right.
But it's where doing some redesign right now, and it'll be sort of the whole encompassing thing.
And then you can if you want to do a song with us or something like that, just hit us up. We do music all day, all the time.
Right on. And then further down the list of releases on July 1st on FBP Music Group, you will have my song "Handle on the Sum" by the Static Dive. That'll be July 1st. And then July 8th on House of Static, you'll have Among the Pines. That's a Kilo and Bob collaboration.
I think that one's actually coming out on my birthday. I think you have that.
Nope. The next one, Paradox of Death, comes out on your birthday.
I think I changed our mind.
No, we switched it because Among the Pines is depressing. We didn't want to put that
I know.
on.
I think I do want to do that back. Don't worry about it. We'll just
those two aren't.
whatever.
We haven't. Yeah,
those two are whatever right now. So.
Anyway, so we got those, and then Christian Cole, Blueface on July 15th. So
and hopefully soon with one of the album releases that's a duo, like one we're gonna have like merch, like a t-shirt that has like the logo of the. We make our own artwork for us, and Christian made his own cover, which is actually dope because it came from the music video we made. But we usually do our own artwork, so it's a picture that we took or something, and so we helped the other guy with his picture. It's kind of dope. So I mean, why not have merch with our fucking picture on it? And it's probably not going to say anything. It's going to be like the album art, but we make cool album art. So.
Right on, man.
And go donate to Ukraine to help. Do your part. Whatever your part is, go do that.
Yes, please do. And if not about Ukraine, but if you go to the Static Dive's Instagram page, my Instagram page, which is the Static Dive, you'll see a link to that says help, and it's actually about it's a little clip of my son Zen Seeds, and a link to donate to the Gabby Giffords fund for to prevent gun violence. Because
let's prevent gun violence.
That is something I'm very personally passionate about.
I am glad that you're passionate, Bob. I'm passionate about it too.
Right on. Yeah. So anyway, that's the story.
Then people, there's lots of fucking fucked up shit happening these days. To send positive vibes to people, just Please randomly, just whatever your form of that, whatever pray or whatever you got to do a ritual of some sort, light a candle, light an incense. There's a lot of fucked up shit that's happening. I'm not saying the world is fucked because I don't believe that at all, but it can use some positivity right now. Positivity.
That's a really good point, man. And that's something I think that people should know that like all this music that we're working on right now, you know, the Ukraine stuff, but also all the other music too, is in a lot of ways reaction and a counterpoint to some of the negativity in the world. And you know, even the Ukraine stuff, the songs, some of them are, you know, aggressive because they're about war. You know what I mean? They're,
I wrote them.
yeah, well, I mean, they're heavy, hard, you know, hard EDM, hard and heavy metal kind of like aggressive songs, but they're not. They're the you know, they're not glorifying that aggression.
Right.
They're representing it, and they're you know, the whole idea is to say, you know, we can be better than this. You know, we don't have to do this. We don't have to kill each other, and you know, that's. I don't. It seems so. You know, it seems so obvious. It seems so simple that you know, we're just here to grow, to try to be better than we were when we started. Try to be better than where we came from. You try to evolve as humans and as a you know, as a species. And sometimes it feels like we're failing. You know, and right now it does. Right now, with these wars, with the war in Ukraine, with these horrible shootings, I honestly can't talk about that without getting too emotional. But yeah.
Well, don't worry, I've been very emotional on our show.
Yeah.
And to your point, I mean, I think probably people in these situations in the past have felt the exact same way during World War I. People probably felt that way. Definitely during World War II, right? That's the war with the Nazis.
That's right. Yeah, World War II.
Yeah, they definitely felt like that then.
World War II is the Nazi. World War I was against Germany, but there wasn't Nazis. It was the Kaiser, and the way we treated Germany, the way the Allies treated Germany after World War I, arguably was what gave rise to World War II, because that paved the way for. Because I'm on a tangent, but anyway, we bankrupt Germany basically, and then that allowed, you know, the psychotic Hitler to come in and take charge. But anyway, that is.
But what I was saying to Saw is like that. I'm pretty sure people have felt like that in the past, and trust me, you should feel like that because fucked up shit happens. We're humans and we are dumb. We are animals with enough of a brain to make something that can hurt other animals. In a bad way,
right? Exactly.
You know, so it's like, yeah. I mean, a good friend of mine, Bernie, one of the guys that worked at Icon, actually brought this up to me when I went there and when I had just released "Glory to Ukraine," and he told me, like, I said to him, I never thought this would happen in my lifetime. And he said, dude, we're human beings. Like, war is happening all the time, whether it's in the fucking TikTok news or in the real news. There are countries fighting wars right now that we don't even realize. Like, you know, like what is it, the Philippines, or where is it that they're trying to overthrow the government right now? Somewhere. I've seen it on YouTube. Anyways, so it's a thing that happens because we're fucking ignorant people. Like we are egotistical animals. We still have animal instinct, but we don't have enough animal instinct to try to preserve each other. Like if you notice, aren't there like rivers in Africa that a bunch of animals go to for water and they don't fucking kill or eat each other there? Because
sure, of course.
Yeah, like, of course. We're ignorant. We have egos. We say, I want my way. You're wrong. I'm right.
Yeah.
When we're all on this fucking boat together, the fucking planet is a boat. Yeah. And we're all in the boat. Let's not blow the fucking boat up, guys. Like,
maybe, you know, one of the things you said there was pretty telling. It was basically that everybody thinks they're right. Everybody thinks they know. You know, this is the way to live. This is the way to do it. This is what you should believe in. This is what you should wear. This is what you should, you know, eat. This is where you should live. And this is who you should like, and this is who you should dislike. And if you don't agree with me, then I will kill you. And that, exactly. You know, why the fuck does anybody think that they know? You know, because I'll tell you, I've been around for 52 years and I have no idea. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know I don't know. You know, and the truth is that, you know, when it comes to things like religion and philosophy and you know, economic systems and political systems, there isn't one. Right. There isn't only one answer.
Right. Exactly.
So calm down. Stop shooting each other over it and just get on with living. You know?
Yeah. Exactly. No, but you are right. Like it is. it is true there isn't one right thing. I mean, that's one thing I like about Saul. I actually know Saul, the guy that is messaging. So one thing I like about him is like we have friends that think differently than us and like cool shit to them. And he's very accepting. He doesn't give a shit what they think. You know, like he likes what they like for them to like it. And it's like that's why one reason we became friends. We think very differently. But we respect each other that we do think something, I guess.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That makes any
Thinking.
sense.
You got to
Like,
try.
That
you
you've
know?
thought about life. I think the respect thing should be like, oh, so you have a way of thinking about life. That's awesome. Like that you've given life a chance enough to come up with your own opinion and not just sat there and just been like, I don't know. Like, I mean, that's cool too if that's what you want to do, but it's cool that people can like come up with their own opinion. We're fucking
well,
animals that can come up with our own opinions on things. Like that's pretty dope.
Yeah, it's pretty dope, and just let everybody have their opinions. Just like I said, I don't understand the sort of righteousness that people assume that allows them to just to pass judgment and you know judge and be the judge and jury on others. You know, what the hell do they know? You know what I mean? I don't know. Anyway, but I'll just go in circles.
I know we're definitely going in circles, but I want to say something that may be controversial and hits maybe even volatile.
All right, I would point out you're live, so don't fish off too it. I can't edit it out if you say something bad.
Everyone off right. Keep in mind when things like school shootings and gun violence and stuff like that happen. Like, didn't they just shoot a church too? Or no, it was a shopping, like a grocery store.
It was in Buffalo. They some just asshole Nazi, you know, racist pig went in and shot people in a grocery store, and then the other one was a elementary school in Texas.
Right.
Where
you have to realize put yourself in that place and think, how angry would I have to be to do that? Right. Like you have to keep in mind these people suffered some kind of bullshit in their life that pushed them to that point to do something like that. Because a normal person ain't gonna get that mad about something. You know, they have so much anger and hatred in them that they think that's a good idea. Or don't think at all. And I'm just pointing that out because I'm sure in everyone's life we have those people who are just suffering. See, I'm gonna cry now.
Yeah, I know.
You know, struggling so hard that is where their mind lives, you know, and that's like, that's the part that gets me. It's like, how the fuck angry do you have to be to do that? Like, what happened to you in your lifetime?
You know, I mean, I guess I can, I understand what you're saying. I mean, I'm not gonna claim, and although I'm not gonna claim to have a whole lot of sympathy for the shooters. I can tell you that, but
I'm not saying that. That's what I thought.
Oh, I know. No, I know, and I was about to agree with you. Because what I am saying is though that there is, you know, what you're getting at is that there are signs, there are things that there, you know, people don't just wake up and decide, okay, well, I was perfectly normal and healthy and happy yesterday. Today, I'm going to go kill strangers. You know what I mean? People don't do, there are things that lead up to that, you know, so, but I you know, I don't know the answer again. And we're definitely, you know, what are we? We're just a couple of musicians. So we don't know the answer.
Exactly. We don't know shit. We're not telling you how to solve anything.
No,
we're just telling you how we feel. I mean, I'm the opposite way of thinking, but the Bible says like the heart of man is bad or evil or some
I don't believe
shit like that. I don't believe that. I don't believe that some baby is born and they're going to be a school shooter regardless. Like, I believe that some bullshit happened to them.
People make people do that to other people.
And that's what I'm getting at. Sometimes just be friends with that weird person. Like, they might end up being your best fucking friend in the world. And for instance, the way me and Dan met, I'm not going to tell anybody, but he definitely did not want to be my friend at first. He thought I was fucking crazy and weird, and he wasn't my friend for like a few months, and then became my friend. And
who are you talking about?
Saw the guy that's messaging on the YouTube.
Yeah.
So I mean, that, or like one of my very best friends from Oklahoma, like I actually had a teacher be like, you have to be his friend or we're gonna fail you. Because he was homeschooled and he was weird. And he was the weird kid that was just awkward and no one liked him and he sat alone. But now he's the coolest motherfucker I know. He's cooler than me. He's cooler than I've ever thought I could be.
Nobody's cooler than you.
No, he's fucking, dude, the dude is just on another level of confidence. And yet he was the kid that I was going to get failed if I wasn't friends with. So I'm just saying, don't worry about it, guys. Like, be friends with that weird fuck because it's like they might end up being the coolest friend you ever have.
There you go.
You know, and that could keep some bullshit like this from happening. If you have one good friend in your ear saying life is okay, dude, or saying what I say, which life is shit, and that's okay. You know, then you don't feel like you're going through this alone. And once we feel alone in life, dude, then we can go down those dark fucking trails that end with school shootings.
Right on.
We're probably gonna get vetoed from YouTube and they're gonna say go.
I don't know why we would, Keela. You're just telling people to be friends with people. You know what I mean? That's the message. Try to be nice to each other. Try to like look for like, you know, if somebody looks like they're having a hard time, say hello. You know, that's all you're saying. Exactly. Nobody's gonna get banned for that, man.
And you know what? Even if they don't look like they're having a hard time, dude, I have a bigger smile on my face when I'm having a bad day.
That's right, man.
A good day.
That's right, man.
Anyways, let's just ask one random question each, and then we'll sign off here, and hopefully we'll show this people will watch this one because we spit some
sure. Well, it's out there. So all right. So random question.
And don't say sorry, so I love you. You're like my best friend. Anyway.
Okay, so you wanted to ask a random question. Go for it, man.
Okay. I just love this random question thing. I just love it. It's the best part of doing the show. I love just random shit like this. What is, I guess it's a good, well, maybe. What's the first thing you think about when you wake up in the morning?
Oh, well,
I mean, you can be as dirty as you want to.
No, it's not that. No, it's no. Waking up first thing in the morning is the time I feel the oldest in my day.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, because you know, I'm a middle-aged man, but I'm generally pretty youthful. You know, and I mean, obviously, I got a room full of guitars, and I'm, you know, talking about my silly little rock and roll songs. So, but when I wake up, that's like the whole body is just, because I have arthritis and stuff. You know, so when I wake up, my whole body is just stiff as a board. So move, like the first thing I think of when I wake up is pain. Basically, I wake up and I move, I'm like you know, but I just move around. I'm fine after that. But that's so cool. Sadly, that's my answer is it's, you know, joint pain. That's what I think of.
If I had asked what's the last thing I think about, it would be pain. I would answer it your way. But mine, truthfully, I never want to sleep because I have so many projects of music and running the label and stuff that I'm working on late into the night. And a certain thing I like to do for fun that I do late into the night called Need for Speed that you guys already know about. Like, so when I go to sleep, I already want to wake up in the morning. Like, I'm so ready. So when I wake up, I'm like, what am I going to work on now? Like, I wake up and I think that, and then I drink my caffeine and then I walk my dog and we're go mode again. So that's really truthfully what I do. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to do this. So, but that's why life is good, dude. That I know times in my life I didn't have that. I woke up sick or dying, truthfully, and like, being able to wake up and be like, now what do I have to do today? It's like a great feeling. So anyways, okay, your turn to ask a random question. And thank you for being here, guys. Whoever is here, we have 3 people on YouTube. So whoever 3 people are, thank you.
Right on.
Don't worry.
So my random question. What is the most interesting thing in your right where you're sitting right now, your most interesting thing within your arm, within arm's reach that we can't see on camera?
That I can't show on camera?
That like I can't see it. Like you can see it, but I can't. We can't. The viewers can't. Yeah. Something you can reach and say, hey, this is a cool thing that I have right here. What do you got? Oh, hey, there you go. That's pretty cool.
This is a tile that my parents bought me when they went out of town. Because if you haven't seen us before, my parents lived in the same apartment complex as me.
That's awesome.
So they went out of town and I think it was New Mexico, and they brought this back, and it's like a tile, but I use it as a cup holder because if I have my ice waters that I love to drink all day, all the time, that melt like shit all over the place, and it gets wet, it doesn't get my computer wet anymore because this tile. And what I like about it is it has the ace of spades in half, which is like one of my favorite songs. So
that's very nice.
I think that's the most interesting thing.
That's pretty good.
Want to see energy drinks or sunglasses.
Right on. All right. So see, my answers, I don't know the answer because I have a lot of cool things. It's kind of why I asked the question, because I've got cool things like in front of me here that I could.
Right.
So probably the coolest. Well, I have a couple of them. So I got my healing Buddha. This is my Buddha.
Bro, I actually have a great story about that Buddha. But anyway,
that's the healing Buddha. This is I was in Manhattan a few months ago, and during the have you ever been in Bryant Park in the wintertime? Bryant Park's a park in New York City, and it used to not be great. They used to call it, huh?
Did you say it used to be a park? What happened?
It is a park. No, but it used to be a dangerous park. You didn't want to hang out there back in the day, but now it's like beautiful now. So they used to call it Needle Park because there was like needles in the grass and stuff. So yeah, but anyway, but Bryant Park is beautiful now. And in the wintertime, they do this winter village where it's basically a little crafts and shops and things. It's kind of temporary tents they set up and everything.
Yeah.
And it's just groovy, you know what I mean? It's like all kinds of hippie things and candles and stuff and whatever, food and all kinds of stuff. And there was this one place where it was there was Tibetan vendors that were, they had this like Tibetan shop, and so they had a bunch of different Buddhist things hanging around. So that's where I got it. And I said, well, I want to get a Buddha for my office, for my studio, and the guy's like, you should get this one. It's a healing Buddha. So
that's
awesome. This is the healing Buddha. You should.
I actually had that exact Buddha with that coloring and everything. I had this. A girl came over to me, and Tay Hero, who had been on our show, we had a house in Tulsa, and this girl, I don't remember how we knew her, came over and like hung out, and she actually gave me that exact Buddha. Like cool. The next time she came over, because she saw like my Buddha stuff, and she was like, I feel like you need this. She was on a thing. It's funny that it's all music related, because she was on a choir trip. She was like, not a church choir, but like, I guess a school choir or something.
Right.
And she got it, and she's not Buddhist or anything. She just felt like buying it. She's like, I think I need to give this. So then I gave it away eventually. Like Buddhists don't hold on to things. It goes where it goes, and it's whatever it is. So I don't even remember who has that Buddha anymore. But what's funny is I realized I have a tan one of that exact Buddha out in my living room. Nobody has ever seen my apartment, but I have statues everywhere. Like I have an overabundance, because it's like action figures for adults. So,
that's awesome.
Anyways, go follow the two new artists on the social medias. Follow us on social media.
Yeah, we'll say what they are. So King Matt Black, right?
He's on
King
Instagram.
Right. Well, you're going to say who they are. So it's King Matt Black. It's KINGMATTE Black. And and Christian Cole is Christian Cole, all with C's. And then and like I said, keep an eye out for everything we got coming up. We've got a lot.
Yeah, we have planned. Like 6 releases coming up.
Yeah, and we'll have a new. We'll start our season 2 in 2 weeks or a week and a half.
And go follow Ice on YouTube too, because he plays Halo pretty good.
There you go. All right.
If you like video games, there you go. Go watch his video game thing. He's funny as fuck. So, anyways, everybody have a great night. Thank you for tuning into our crazy nonsense.
Our impromptu live
stream.
stream.
And we'll be back with our real episodes in 2 weeks 1 week from this Friday, and I'm sure we'll have more impromptu live streams to figure bullshit out.
Right on. See you guys later.